Your stomach is stretching against your waistband right now, and it's not because you ate too much. That tightness isn't in your head. It's a real biological process happening inside you at this moment. It's the discomfort that ruins your afternoon, the brain fog that kills your focus after lunch. But to fix it, you need to see what's supposed to happen first, when everything works perfectly. Your digestive system processes food in a specific choreographed sequence, like an assembly line. Stomach acid breaks food into a paste called chyme. Enzymes split nutrients. Your small intestine absorbs them. And here's the thing. Gas production during digestion is completely normal. A healthy gut produces up to 1.5 liters of gas every single day. The difference is whether that gas moves through quietly or gets trapped and stretches your intestinal walls. That's the ideal process. But here's where it breaks, starting with a culprit you've probably never heard of. Your gut has a built-in cleaning system that most people have never heard of. It's called the migrating motor complex. Think of it as your gut's transit system. Every 90 to 120 minutes between meals, it sweeps debris out of your small intestine. But that rumbling you feel when you haven't eaten? That's not hunger. That's the cleaning crew at work. But every time you snack, even a handful of trail mix, the cleaning cycle resets to zero. Now, the second culprit is one that surprises almost everyone. Your stomach works like a factory. Acid and enzymes break food into tiny pieces your body can absorb. Most people think bloating means too much acid, but it's often the opposite, too little. When acid runs low, food just sits there. Instead of being digested, it ferments and creates gas. The third culprit lives deeper in your gut. Think of your bacteria as a garden. When gas-producing species overgrow like weeds, they ferment everything aggressively. You've eaten a salad thinking you're being healthy, then felt more bloated than after pizza. That's the garden out of balance. The wrong bacteria are running the show. These three problems are bad enough alone. But most people miss what happens next. Chronic bloating isn't just discomfort. It's a signal that your gut environment is shifting. When gas builds up over and over, it puts pressure on the walls of your intestine. Those walls have tiny seals called tight junctions. They decide what enters your bloodstream and what stays out. In a calm gut, those seals stay tight. Only the right nutrients pass through. But in an inflamed gut, those junctions start to loosen. Undigested particles slip into your blood. Here's the reframe most people miss. Bloating isn't just a stomach problem. It's your gut's early warning system for inflammation that can spread through your entire body. That inflammation can show up as brain fog, skin breakouts, joint stiffness, and constant fatigue. Remember skipping the gym because your stomach felt so swollen you couldn't move? That fatigue isn't laziness. It's your immune system responding to signals from your gut. Your gut also produces over 90% of your serotonin, the molecule tied to mood and sleep. When the gut environment is disrupted, mood regulation suffers. It becomes a feedback loop. The good news? Each problem has a specific fix, matched to the culprits we just identified. Let's start with the jammed transit system. The fix here might surprise you. You don't need to add anything. You need to stop something. Stop snacking between meals. Give your gut 3 to 4 hours so the cleaning wave can finish. This isn't about starving yourself. It's about metabolic rest. Water, black coffee, and plain tea won't reset the timer. Only food does. Space your meals by 4 to 5 hours. 3 meals, minimal snacking. That's it. Now for the broken assembly line. The fix starts before you even take the first bite. Your brain needs to signal your stomach that food is coming, so it can ramp up acid production. Take 3 slow breaths before eating. That activates the part of your nervous system that controls digestion. Then chew each bite 20 to 30 times. That's the mechanical breakdown your stomach is counting on. You don't need to count chews obsessively. Just put your fork down between bites and eat without screens. Feeding fast feels like saving time, but it bypasses the signal your factory needs to start the workers. Finally, the overgrown garden. The fix here is surprisingly simple. Increase your plant diversity. Different gut bacteria thrive on different types of fiber. 30 different plants per week sounds extreme, but that includes herbs, spices, nuts, seeds, and grains. You've tried every probiotic online. But without the right fiber, they're seeds scattered on concrete. Add 2 to 3 new plant types per week to what you already eat. Small changes compound fast. Now you know the 3 fixes. But where do you start without burning out by Thursday? Here's your game plan. 3 systems, 3 fixes, 1 at a time. Unjam the transit system by spacing your meals. Let the cleaning wave finish its cycle. Restart the assembly line by slowing down. Breathe before eating. Chew with intention. Tend the garden by diversifying your plants. Feed the right bacteria. Starve the wrong ones. If you only change one thing, start with meal spacing. 0 cost, 0 prep, instant activation. You've meal prepped on Sunday. But how you eat matters just as much as what you eat. Here's something counterintuitive. Sometimes the most powerful change is what you stop doing. Stop grazing between meals. Stop rushing through lunch. Those subtractions matter more than any supplement. Signs your gut is improving? Less pressure after meals, steadier energy, better sleep, fewer cravings. How fast you notice depends on your body, but consistency matters more than speed. If bloating comes with weight changes, blood in stool, or severe pain, see a doctor. If you follow this approach, here's what the next few weeks could actually look like. Your gut lining replaces itself every 3 to 5 days. Every meal is a fresh signal. The real change happens in the moments nobody sees. The pause before eating. The extra chew. Choosing one more vegetable at the grocery store. That's where the power is. Your gut has been trying to tell you something. Now you know how to listen. 3 culprits, 3 fixes. Which one is your biggest challenge? Drop it in the comments.